Alefi's notorious for some pretty difficult release maps.
Straight into the juice.
Yes, I like it.
Not a bad song to open up on, you know, especially if you like practice it before the match and you're just like fresh in your mind and you're just like, I want to get it out of the way. Like, I'm not going to forget anything in the map.
No, and then said there's very minimal memory required for it once you get the hang of what it is. It's just more so playing it to gain the confidence.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that what you tap, you're going to tap in confidence. And it's so important because it's the difference from somebody who gets an extremely low 300 count and somebody who gets a high 300 count but doesn't have any 200s. You've got to have that confidence that you're going to hit everything as rainbows. And it's really important for a map like this because it doesn't have that many notes either.
Yeah, every 300 counts. There's like maybe 1 or 2 sections we have to watch out, and other than that though, it's pretty much all very repetitive stuff. You just have to know kind of the patterns that it follows.
Yep, and that's it. And again, once you gain that familiarity, ghost tapping is totally available for you. Just got to make sure you don't do it in certain spots. I will note though that last time we saw an SV pick with Dakub actually did not perform very well. I'm hoping that maybe he quickly reviewed the map and put it in there, put the work in to see if he can actually hold the Thailand. A little bad start though.
A little bit of accuracy drops there. The beginning is actually quite an interesting spot because I noticed that a lot of people have no difficulty at all, just like getting an insanely good ratio on this. This is because like the beginning is really easy for people who are confident.
Yeah, for sure. Dakub really having a hard time here, already below 99%. The SVs haven't even started yet. The 0-5 with a 99.96 holding up to Boss Madwolf at 99.96 as well. And my goodness, that scroll speed is so high.
It looks like he's a bit more confident on the SV here. Just picking up a couple accuracy drops here and there. But I believe last time we saw he had already missed by now, so definitely an improvement.
Yeah, I might have put in a quick review, which is always good to do. Anytime you can optimize your score, always take it.
Oh, picking up a drop there at that section. I believe that's one of the sections I think, you know, you need to be careful about.
Yeah, it's tough to find a ghost tap there, and then
that one
actually not correctly timed. The song plays 1/3, but it's actually a little bit disjointed. It's like some strange 1/8 spacing thing that you have to look at. It's a little tricky.
Like that, Thailand's going to take the first point.
Reasonable margin there, just under 100,000, and oh my god!
Whoa! I didn't even notice. What?
That is incredible ratio.
That is insane. That is really insane.
Take notes. Don't have to take too many notes because again, the odds of Thailand getting out of group stage, unfortunately, not very great, being that they've got 2 losses already. But wow, what a showing regardless. Lost cool. Nothing to scoff at either. 109 with 2 200s. Solid. The 0-5 well under 100 there. 87, but 5 200s kind of putting a damper on that score.
I'm just in shock. That accuracy, 99.92 on score v2. That is the good stuff, let me tell you. Well, be interesting to see where Thailand goes after that. I can imagine them just going straight for LN.
Oh my goodness, here we are again. 2 SV picks back to back. Takaja Lubi showing up once more.
It's seeing a lot of attention and I'm genuinely surprised. Like the SV picks this year, even though there's still only 2, you know, they're seeing a lot of attention.
I'm curious to see how Boss Madwolf performs on this one. It's like, all right, you got the goods on I do what I want. Let's see you pull it off on this one now.
Yeah, okay, look, if he pulls it off on this, I'm done. Like, that is ridiculous.
You can tell if somebody is able to get 41 and I do what I want, it means that they've put in the time to become confident. And again, it's always important to notice the difference between somebody who knows the map and somebody who's confident in the map. And let's see if the boss Mad Wolf has put enough to be in that second stage here.
I swear to God, if he does it, I will actually just like leave my room. I'll be like, I have to think about life for a bit. What have I been doing wrong?
Just gotta have your brief existentialism crisis and just reevaluate everything.
Yeah, it's a quick 5-minute break for just to think about my whole life so far.
All right, off we go on song number 2 out of a possible 9 in this match between Thailand and Peru. Here, let's see how this one rolls out.
This one's always interesting. Unfortunately, everything's kind of packed towards the front of the map. So the ending is kind of a bit lackluster, but it's still fun to watch.
Everything is in the first 2/3 of the map. The last part's basically free. Even without practice, it's basically free.
Yeah, I mean it's very sight readable. It's very nice with the timing.
Coming in on the first slow jam here. No rushes, so that's a good start on everybody's side right there. Oh my goodness. Dakub just lost 6% on that burst.
Oh, that is a lot. Oh, and then he hit the second one really well. Oh.
Yeah, that was just a pure misread there. It looked like he swapped 2 columns with his hands there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, those are so easy to misread though. Okay, I think I'm safe from the 997K. I think we're safe.
Picking up 4 or 5 200s in the slow jam inverse, and that is a really difficult section to hit.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard. We're seeing drops from Peru here on Akuma and the 0. And of course, Dakub had already dropped, but he actually has a big combo now, considering.
Yeah, all of Peru losing their full combo, so that's just completely over and done with. Whereas we have 3 full combos on Thailand, and all of them clearly have a path of ghost tapping here, although it's pretty simple to do so. Lost Cool at 99.76. I'm very interested in seeing what the ratio is on this score. And you can tell Boss Mad Wolf very much practicing, tapping out the added lyrics. Look at that, 76 78-1.
992. That is a really good score on Taka Jalubi. I said it right the first time. I didn't say anything, dude. What are we talking about?
Oh, might have had a little strange difficulty there, or technical difficulty there in terms of song picks. I'm not sure. Also just noticed there between Akuma and DeZero actually had the same 300 count at 105.
Oh, seeing Thailand come in very confidently to this match, picking up the first 2 points. So they've already got their break point. All they have to do now is they can go back and forth if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's it. Once you get that break point on a pool like this, it's just back and forth punches for sure. God, I'm really bad with the names. The one with Jax, I believe they are referring to Asgore.
The one with the chords.
The one with the Jax, XD.
The big accuracy one.
The one where I can 99.95.
The one where I'm confident.
Lost Cool trying to throw some diversions there. Oh, they're going for that missing week. That is not what they were intending, I think. I don't remember that missing week having that much in the way of Jax. Maybe some crazy disproportionate or disjointed bursts, rather. Oh, my goodness. Looks like they may actually be going with that missing week, I guess.
That missing name.
The missing name. The only thing missing are the names on my brain. That sounds about right. So, contrary to what Akuma was saying here, this map's not primarily focused on jacks, but rather really, really rigid patterns. This is easily the most complex mapping in the group stage in terms of actual maybe rice picks. It's or notes or charts. I don't have long notes in it. I gotta not use the jargon too much here. But yes, this is a pretty tricky map to just full combo is pretty difficult on this actually.
I think I'd put this at one of the hardest in the pool. I think definitely the hardest of the actual rice. I think we're okay using rice.
I try not to use that term too much.
It's so convenient though.
It's convenient, but it's self-colloquialism, so it's like let's try to stay away from it once in a while.
But yeah, I definitely think this is easily one of the hardest.
Another thing too, from personal practice, is it is very, very easy to get blocks on this because you try so hard to transition into the burst patterns to get good accuracy, and then you just completely flub your muscle memory, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree. Like, the first time I played this, I played it really well, and then I played the second time, and it just gets worse. And then you fix up that one part, and then another part goes.
My very first play, full, I got 147.4. I could not beat that first play despite grinding it out. It was so bad.
That's the worst when your sight reads the best. You just can't beat it.
Off we go, though. There's also another map where you can actually, despite it not being really an SV map, there's another situation where it's like knowing the map and then being confident in it, because there's a lot of transitions that you really need to be mindful of. Otherwise, you could just easily dump 200s everywhere from not remembering how a pattern should be executed.
Whoa, we're seeing a few drops from both Sharp and the Cube.
Yeah, it looks like they dropped at the same exact burst, and Sharp actually dropping a second time. They're still sitting above 99% as opposed to the Cubes now just hitting 98 and falling.
Going back to that memorizing the map thing, I've memorized like all the combos where if I'm FCing, I have to watch out at this specific combo for this like specific pattern.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do. You keep yourself mentally aware.
It does help a lot though, being prepared for like these, because they come so quickly if you're not ready.
Absolutely. Solid opening, like just solid performances by Akuma and DeZero, actually taking out two of Indonesia's players with their percentages and overall scores. But unfortunately, again, we keep speaking of Jacob not quite keeping up, unfortunately. And this is one instance where it might have actually cost Peru a chance at a point here.
Yeah, I don't think there's much in the way of difficulty anymore. There is like maybe a few places that you can drop if you misread, but now I think this is pretty much done.
It's rather unfortunate. It's such a solid showing by Peru in general, but unfortunately they're going to fall about 45,000 points short at the end of everything. And again, really good ratios. Oh my goodness, 176-1 from Lost Cool, 178-1 from DeZero5. So basically neck and neck.
Those scores are just insane. Did we say this is unseeded versus low? Excuse me?
This is.
What?
This is unseeded and low. And look at these scores in general.
And look at these scores.
197.
I could easily confuse this for top versus high seed. Like, those scores are so good.
Yeah, 178-1, 185-3, 176-1, 197-5. Just basically, just fighting off each other like a tournament match should. This is a very good showing by both teams there.
Obviously, I'm just like, why? How are these scores so good? How is everyone in this doing so good? All right. Let's see where Thailand goes. We've gotten rid of both the SV picks. And it looks like they're very confident on a lot of things, actually. Oh, but we're going to go for Saigo.
Yeah, this is a pretty good pick overall. If you're solid at long notes, nothing too complicated here. Just requires a lot of focus.
Yeah, if you stop paying attention, it's very easy to miss and just drop LN everywhere. But if you pay attention, you can really just get out a good score.
I think the thing that helps Saigo as a map, as being possible to learn quickly, is that it's, in my opinion, it's mapped really intuitively. You really get an easy sense of what everything is following without too much effort. So it flows really nicely. And then the song itself is actually pretty good, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I noticed when practicing it that, like, once you kind of figure out what everything's following, it's a lot easier to actually play.
Sure thing. There's a couple of sections that have some slightly unintuitive releases, but once you just put a little bit of practice and hammer it out, you'll be perfectly fine. I've seen some pretty good scores on this already.
Yeah, and considering how it's not, 5 minutes, I think it's definitely a bit more of a popular LN pick than There Is a Reason.
For sure.
Does anyone know? Do you know the pick rate on There Is a Reason? I haven't seen it played yet. I think there might be like a few hidden away.
Not entirely sure. If we can get a statistician on that, that'd be awesome. Meanwhile, we are starting song number 4 out of a possible 9 here in this match between Peru and Thailand. It's Saigo. Long note consistency pick here. Pretty fun to actually watch overall. It looks nice visually, in my opinion, too.
I really like this map a lot.
It's really clean, which, a lot of long note maps can be really messy and so difficult to play through, just tough to hang on to and read visually. But this one doesn't have much of a reading challenge. It's just more so making sure that your finger independence is solid and making sure that you release when you're supposed to. It's basically, at the core, a good long note practice now.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot of kind of LN picks, have lower OD, and sometimes they use that to justify some questionable things.
Daniel having a really rough start for Thailand, and Dakub is actually basically sitting head-to-head with him right now, and this lead is very small. It's actually under 10,000 points at the moment.
Yeah, we're seeing 2 FCs on both teams, and then Dakub and Daniel having, I think Dakub has a few more misses. I picked up a few more there.
Having a little bit more trouble balancing there, and that's unfortunate because Dakub's combo never got above 400, so he's receiving less of that bonus from Scorby2's combo mechanic there. Thailand receiving all of the benefit there as Daniel recovers very quickly, and the accuracy in general is rising relatively quickly.
Yeah, it's just really important to hold on to that combo. I think a lot of maps you can win by just holding on to combo and then working on the accuracy on the side. Like, it's really important to keep your combo.
Peru finally receiving the full benefit of their combo as Daniel finds another drop, so there's going to be a little bit of ground gained here so long as Dakub can keep the accuracy and combo intact. It may be too little too late though, as there's only a third of the song to go and the lead is pretty large.
We're actually seeing DeZero really confident on this map. He's at 99.65. Everyone else being around 99.4 on Thailand, and then 98 mark, 99 mark for Akuma and Dakub.
Sitting on 1 full combo on Peru again, as mentioned, DeZero5 against 2 from Thailand. 4K Shrub and Sharp Kun doing a pretty solid job overall. Accuracy is not quite as high as DeZero, but still, when you've got 2 full combos on the map, like, 4K losing it though. On a pretty easy section, I might add.
In the other match against Macau and Canada, Macau lost on Saigo by 611 points.
Oh my goodness. Sub
it was
1K.
So close.
Every note matters.
Yeah, that's like, whoa. Daniel dropping on the easier LN then.
Interesting. Daniel seems to have some coordination issues when things stop. Both of the misses that were obtained in the later part of the song were just on really trivial things.
Yeah, tournaments, man, they do some weird things.
The 0 breaking at the end of the song. Unfortunately, no full combos remaining for Peru, and that is going to do it for Thailand. Now up 4-0 after winning Saigo by about 78,000 points there.
Now we're going to see where Peru wants to go with what could be potentially their last pick. And
just waiting for something that could, like, you know, showcase the accuracy. But the problem is it seems like there's a physical limitation. I feel like if they had a solid third, they would immediately jump for something like Genesis at Oasis, because, you know, 0 and Akuma will absolutely destroy that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like both of these teams have really strong accuracy players. And I feel like the only reason why they're a bit lower seed is because they're maybe missing a third player for like specific skill sets, or they're really heavy in one skill set
and unbalanced in others. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna see Asgore though.
Yep, Asgore for a potential match point here for Thailand. Here, Peru's going to try to fight it off. We have already seen Peru do Asgore, and as expected, Akuma into 0 doing fantastic. You know, very good accuracy overall. The club started pretty solid, but then started to have some issues hanging on once the triples started alternating a bit more quickly. Hopefully we can alleviate that and keep the match a little bit tighter to see if Peru can steal 1 point away from Thailand. And that in itself would be a really good feat, because Thailand's playing very well at the moment.
Yeah, we're seeing Boss Mad Wolf come back in. I'm just scared, to be honest. Like, the scores he's put on the table are just like insane. So I'll be interested to see if he can, you know, just make me like fall out of my chair or something on this.
Boss Mad Wolf. Oh, I want to watch the live stream. VODs. VODs are your friend.
Yeah, I went back and watched my VOD.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
I just watched myself, to be honest. Totally not.
you're
totally not weird.
No, it's vain. It's vain. It's not narcissistic. It's just vain.
Just gonna, you know, see where I can improve. Totally. Yeah, just watch the stream at the same time. Play off the live stream.
Oh man.
I feel like that wouldn't work.
No, unfortunately not. You'd have to play on something like Caffeine, where the stream delay is basically 0, or Mixer.
Yeah. Wouldn't quite work on Twitch.
Gotta play on Scroll Speed 1.
Did I see that correctly?
It looks like Sharp Kun completely messed up in the beginning there.
Just like didn't even play the start. That's interesting.
Someone wasn't ready after hitting the ready button. Bad.
Big mistake. Alright, well, I have a feeling that Boss Mad Wolf is just going to absolutely crush this, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because he just absolutely crushed accuracy last time.
Yeah, Boss Mad Wolf's definitely one of the higher class players that Thailand has. Just incredible, well-rounded player. And, I mean, showcasing it here, too. Best accuracy in the entire match at the moment on Asgore, and we're about a fifth of the way into the song, so still more to be played, of course.
I think if you can nail down this section here, it's going to be a really, really, really strong score. It's just this part here is so difficult.
Keeping an eye on Kuban, he's doing much better this time around on this section compared to before. He was already below 99% in the previous match at this point, so he's doing really solid here. If he can keep this up, there's the miss, but still doing well overall.
The curse is real.
Kuba's handling the triples very well compared to before. I think he's a little bit more motivated to actually try and do really well here, but the scores are now flashing. Thailand's about to take it back.
Yeah. It's very close. We're actually seeing Boss Mad Wolf below 99.9. But he's just picked it back up now.
There it is, yeah, 99.9%.
Oh, picked up a 200 though.
0 is trying to fight against Mad Wolf. Peru 0 from Peru's trying to fight off as best as they can. They're doing fairly well. It's actually a pretty close matchup if you look at it
really
one by one here.
Oh no, the coup dropping. I think that might be it.
Team, yeah, I think it might be it. You're gonna need some
depends on the
drops.
ending. Zero's ACK is actually really close to Boss Mad Wolf as well, considering the 200 that he picked up.
Yeah, still very close, within 3/100ths of 1% between the two there. Akuma's fighting off Daniel TH, and Koob is falling behind Sharpoon, and that's why the score gap is growing.
Alright, here we go. This is the moment of truth. It's still really, really close.
Koob is losing focus. You can see it in his hit error. It is starting to spread very wide. Still not dropping.
I think it might be over, which is really unfortunate.
There it is.
Let's see this. 1-200 from Boss Mad Wolf there.
V1SS by DeZero. Not quite as good of a ratio as Mad Wolf, but the fact that there were no 200s there, impressive work. And Sharpoon's ratio and score looking completely ridiculous because of the beginning.
Yeah. She's like, what? I saw that and I'm like, surely that's not okay. And it like didn't correct itself, and I'm like, oh, okay, that actually happened.